Coming, another super restoration with a very ornamental line. And the protagonist of this issue's main restoration. This is the Mercedes-Benz that has been completely scrapped. Actros 1853 semi-truck model. Of course, as a super fix. It's not just a simple restoration of the appearance. This one of the soldiers. Car model restoration god who is disassembling. Outreach. Uncle KAMASUTRA. It will also be for this truck. Do further upgrades. So, the 1853 logo on a vehicle does not represent the year. But it means that it is an 18-ton. Heavy-duty tractor with 530 horsepower. It is also a typical European long-distance transportation machine. This, and before, the one that Brother Shu also restored. It has been viewed by over 6 million people in 1857, only the difference in horsepower. However, in terms of restoration style, the subjects are still very different from the two. After all, it would be boring if it were all the same, right? So this completes the thinning of the disassembly work. Durating gel will be used to treat the car shell. Perform degassing. And the reason why the paint film here bubbles. That's because of the dirigal. Destroy the molecular structure inside him. After removing the old paint surface, then a bottle of gray sea will be used. Base acid primer to carry out spraying of primer. Just one box. This completes the spraying of the bottom air. And then we use this acrylic for the top coat. Acid metal top coat. Color is Rally Spirit Blue. Except for the hull. Other related accessories will also be sprayed together. And spray paint them all at the end. Clear protection behind the highlight layer. Then, after waiting for the paint surface to dry, it doesn't mean that the paint process is over. We need another round here. Delicate sanding and polishing, while removing the orange peel effect on the surface and get a brighter texture. And this is how the finish looks. Then the next step needs to be dealt with. It's this bunch of accessories. As usual, Brother Shu will give them a wave of big clarity first. After cleaning, the squaw will do this interior base plate. Collapse of black matte lacquer surface. And then there's the very iconic part of the tree pigeon. That is to give this interior base plate adhesion covered with a layer of felt. The white glue will remove the roots. Fine short fiber adhesion fixation, so this creates a realistic vehicle. Very common felt base plate. Then in reality, this felt can act as a genetic filter. Thermal insulation effect, and here it is. Mainly used to enhance the overall texture. This central control part is after painting. You also need to use silver water. Come to the meter above. Button logo to do an embellishment. Except for this central control, the interior door panels on both sides will also be processed after. Assemble to the corresponding location. In addition, vehicles like this one are specifically designed for long distances, usually behind the main and co-pilot. A lounge will be arranged. So this time, Brother Shu will also use some materials. Let's build a bed for rest here. Stand down. You can also handle the interior part. Assemble too. Yes, internal. Although the interior design is relatively simple, but after upgrading the details, the texture will come up. Next, then deal with it. This is the middle net. In addition to regular paint renovations, Juge will also give it here. Upgrade a pair of headlights that can be used for lighting. The original used is this LED light-emitting diode. In addition, in order to limit the current, guarantee that the LED will not be burned, we've also welded a resistor here. Finally, the presented effect is still very good. However, this color and location, it's not really headlights, and more like turn signals. After all, what is being processed now can be considered real, positive headlights. As for introverts, several are also according to the progress. Put all the accessories on the front of the car, assemble to the corresponding location one by one. Take a look at the finished assembly under the front of the car. We continue up the front. This is the sun visor on the front of the car. As the name suggests, it is used to block the sun, enhance visual comfort. And after installing the antenna, then the logo corresponding to the front of the car will be displayed. Put a sticker on him. Then this T. The logo represents International Road Transport. Permission sign. Then, this is where a speaker would have been. But now the state of this speaker. It's really terrible. So the vertical hook will use ancestral 3D modeling. Additional light curing. The way of 3D printing. To make a whole new speaker. After printing, fray the colored paint surface. They can be assembled into the corresponding position. And this silver accessory is obvious. He's the foot pedals on either side of the door. As for these two with black light lacquer accessories, it's a giant rearview mirror. In order to better install them, I also need to apply some super glue here. Also known, trucks have big blind spots. So in addition to the two regular rearview mirrors, two blind mirrors need to be installed in the front of the car, used to observe the situation under the front of the car. And there will be such a yellow pasted here. Color blind spot, warning sign. And this is Shuck specially created a class. Like Christmas, tree have pendant. This one is located behind the front of the car. It's an intake deflector. We can also think of it as an engine. Part of the intake system. So this transparent plastic sheet are used to create the windshield of a vehicle. Go here, even if the front part of the car is all dealt with. How are you feeling? The next thing to deal with is this frame part. Compared to the just complicated front of the car, this is a harmless frame assembly. It's obviously much easier to handle. Juge will treat him, perform the 2 steps of degassing and reinflating. The processing of the other wheels is the same. You only need to carry out the paint process. This one with taillights and license plates. It's the director of the traction seat, the assembly of the additional stopper version, and after everyone handles it, assembles the front of the car and the frame. And between them. And these accessories also need to be assembled in place. Since the 2 installed this time look like a line like a telephone line, arguably the most important life infra of the entire car. As a connecting cable for the rear trailer. One of them is responsible for the origin, the other one signals the brakes. Then the hole pull. It has been dealt with by leading the front of the car here. The next thing to deal with is the semi-trailer at the back. Treatment of the positive and second half. Obviously a lot simpler. First, Roots will do something about it. It's absolutely crystal clear. Then, after polishing, just spray him with this white top coat. As for the frame, there's not much to say. You can fully refer to the previous pull, the handling method on the front of the car. This time, assemble the container and the frame below. And install tail lights and paste corresponding various logos. So, this whole giant semi. It's very simple to deal with. This is what the semi-hanging part looks like in the end. How are you feeling? Then came the most exciting moment. That is, the front of the car and the semi-trailer part. Put it together. So, here we go. Spare tire Mercedes-Benz Actros 1853 that was once scrapped. The tempted semi-trailer truck model is also official. Repair complete. How about the green one next to it? It's the 1857 that was restored before. For this green truck before. The containers are full of dollars. That's why they call it a money truck. But I think this is more like Brother Tree's own little vault. The blue truck I'm restoring this time. In order to cooperate with the European transportation outside the carriage group logo, the corresponding euro will be put in. So here's a problem. See if you know the answer. That's why our money is folded. Or the board placed as upright. But these foreign brothers, they prefer to roll up their money. Does anyone know why? Finally, let's take a look back at this one. What the truck looked like before it was repaired. See you. So that's it for this issues fix video. Thanks for watching. Pink meat and watermelon cause the double five. I want to say goodbye to everyone. Again, thank you for coming to Max's Restoration.